Push the like button.
Check, check, check. Yo, everybody. Let's get this party going. 2 minutes. Feel free to call the voicemail line. Open phone line. Questions, comments, or concerns.
Push the like button. Check, 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 check. Lots of great questions, ready to get right into it. We'll start this party very shortly. Let's do it, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, everybody of Bachelor Nation. Hello, everybody. It's the off season, folks. It's your boy, Dave Neal. Here we are. Chilling, grooving, doing our thing. Had a nice little lunch. Took 20 minutes off and sat out in the sun. Oh, boy. Do I do well with 20 minutes in the sun. No more, no less. And we'll get into some of your comments. We've got a question about Bachelor in Paradise. Do we think it'll be canceled? We have a question about how are they going to handle the Bachelorette show. If anyone has any voicemails that want to ask these questions or feels like you may contribute to an answer, let me know. 401-213-9828. Tons to get into. You know, as I made this live stream thumbnail, we were sort of expecting that we might have the men of the Bachelorette available to us. As we see right now, we don't. We don't have that information. So I will be doing a live stream, like first reaction when we have it, when that comes. That might be tomorrow. That might not come. We don't know. We don't know, folks. So we'll get into all of that. Again, it might drop during this live stream, in which case we'll figure out who the guys are. But for those that are tuning in right now, we don't know. We can speculate. We can talk about a few other loose ends. Very successful day on the channel today. I was actually quite surprised how successful today was on the channel, considering that we really didn't have too much to talk about. So let's get into some of that. All right. Now, you'll have to excuse me because I'm trying to do two things at once, but this story with regards to the Chatty Broads is really interesting. This was the video from a few hours ago. Of course, they're going to issue a podcast tomorrow clarifying their comments, but I don't know even how the term grace and chill came up, but I mentioned grace and chill, and the idea behind that is that what we need more in our community is to, like, you know, do a little bit of whatever recreational medium you so choose with respect to coffee or edibles, whatever it is.
and chill out. Have a cup of coffee. Relax. So much going on out there that we're just tearing people apart about. And it's not to say we don't love social change and progress and this and that, but golly, I've had to lay down the hammer on the Dave Neal community on Facebook. We're not going to be that, guys. We're not going to be that channel that just rips people apart. So when we looked at this dilemma that we found here with the Chatty Broads, like, yeah, they're in a hot mess. They've got an emergency international recording session coming out tomorrow. I'm not a fan of theirs in the sense that I don't consume their content, but I've got nothing against them whatsoever. And I know we probably have maybe a 10% to 20% overlap. Let me know in the comment section. Anyone, do you think that this controversy with Jess and Becca is something that's actually going to affect their bottom dollar? Or do you think that there's no other drama going on and we have an insatiable thirst for drama, and when we can't get it on the show, we let it spill into the audience? I mean, honest question. Could that be part of it? Petra says, I like not knowing who the men are. Gorilla said, where are the dudes? That's the question we're asking. Where are the men? Hold on. I just received shipment. Let's see if we can bring them in. Can we just bring them just straight back? They're all boxed up. We need to... No, I'm kidding. We don't have them. We don't have them yet, folks. But hey, they may be coming any minute. We don't know. We'll have to see. Angel said, I missed all the drama on Facebook. Well, it wasn't like there was any wild drama. It was, and I don't even feel like I want to blast it out right now. You can go to the Facebook community if you want to find it, but it's like the micro drama for me. And I've had people say, Dave, you know what you should do is just not read the comments. You should not. I don't like the idea that I can't properly set boundaries on the channel for how we're all going to act. Now, if you have a problem with Clayton Underwood and one of these days, if you have a problem with Colton Eckerd, whatever his name is, Clayton Eckerd, and you don't like the way it played out, fine. But we just need to become impeccable with our words. We need to be impeccable with how we describe things, how we describe others. And for the most part, understanding that even when we watch something on TV, we hear words and see words and that come out of someone's mouth, it doesn't tell the full story. It never does. And we think we know it all, but we don't. All right, so let's just play a couple of your voicemails while we let the chat kind of populate itself, and then we'll get into things.
Bruce from Oregon.
Oh,
Dave,
Bruce.
Breaking news. I can confirm I am not one of the men on the double Bachelorette season.
All right, we've limited it down.
But I'd let you know in case you didn't already know. All right, talk to you later. Bye.
Bye. All right, there it is. If the Bachelor producers don't want to give us who's on the show, we're going to find out one by one who's not. Bruce is not on the show, and I can confirm the second breaking news report. I'm not on the show. As far as I know. Now, could there be someone who looks like me? Probably. We all kind of blend in.
Hey, Dave. This is Pam from Willow Grove, Pennsylvania.
Hi, Pam.
Just giving you a call. I have this really wacky idea of how the Bachelorette might work.
Ooh.
I feel like each girl is going to have their own set of guys. They're going to run concurrently at the same time. However, I feel that in between, the girls are going to have a chance to get together to kind of debrief how things are going. So, like, each girl will have their own kind of like limousine arrival, and then after that limousine arrival, the first limo, they'll get together, they'll chat, they'll gossip, and then they'll go back to their own respective set of guys, and then the whole process will continue. I know it sounds wacky. That's kind of how I'm hoping it's going to go, because I really don't want them to pit Gabby and Rachel against each other. All right, well, love your show. Bye.
Bye. Yeah, that's the idea, is not letting the men decide which of the women they want. But I don't know if that's completely possible. I like the idea of limiting the egregious, like putting people on a platter and being like, pick and choose, obviously limit that. But in the end, compatibility goes both ways. There will for sure be a case where Rachel likes Joe. I'm using Joe, random guy, and Joe likes Gabby. That's going to happen. Now the question becomes, and I think they're very well matched as far as Gabby and Rachel are sort of similar in some ways, in the sense that they're charming, they're both beautiful in their own ways, and they can both hold a good conversation. Rachel being a pilot is really cool, and Susie being an ICU nurse and Gabby being an ICU nurse is really cool. So it's not like one's better than the other, but you do wonder, will one stand out more? Will Gabby be the type to bring in a big conversation, whereas Rachel's more of a soft-spoken kind of make out at the end of the dock type? These are just questions that we'll see play out. I wouldn't be surprised if, like I said, but Gabby's so graceful that I could see Gabby being aware if she's being too big and toning herself down to also let Rachel shine. Gabby's a little older, right? Might be a little bit of a big sister vibe there. So, yeah, but there will come a time where the men and the women, are not lined up. But, this is how the real world works. We were talking about it like it was some crazy thing. I was on the Morgan Talks Pop podcast. Let me know if you guys listened. And I was saying, look, it's no different than every time you've ever gone out to a bar with your best friend. You're not like if I'm single and I went out to the bar with my buddy Darren, we're not like competing against each other in a malicious way, but we have an unwritten rule where, like, if the lady likes me and doesn't like Darren, then Darren's gonna be like, all right, fine, I used to have a crush on this girl, and she ended up liking my buddy. And like very quickly, you realize, all right, hey, what can you do? What can you do? So we're gonna watch that play out in a way that the show's never had play out. And whether or not they get offended by any of that or are sensitive to it, that might be the case because, of course, there's going to be a lot of heightened drama. But I have a feeling they'll be able to work it out. As we watch Gabby and Rachel compare notes, that'll be interesting. Oh, he told you this? Oh, he told me the same thing. Men never like it when women compare notes.
Hi, Dave. This is Erin from Arizona.
Hey, how are you?
I haven't been able to catch your live stream the past few days, so I don't know if this has come up or not yet. But I remember way back when there was a Bachelorette season with 2 Bachelorettes in which the guys voted which one they wanted to keep, and that's the one that the season ran with. Did we ever get, like, foolproof confirmation that they're actually running the whole season with both women?
Yes.
I don't know. I just have been thinking about that constantly over the past week, so I'd just love if that could get squashed or otherwise. Thanks. Bye.
I'll squash it, baby. Yeah, that's not what's going to happen.
Moving on to the new season of ABC's The Bachelorette.
Hold on. This is going to be the first time.
On to the new season of
This
ABC.
is going to be the first. Hold on a second. This is going to be the first time that they are both sticking around for the whole season. Bachelorette Caitlin Bristow is chosen. Britt Nilsson is sent home. This was how they did it 7 years ago.
On to the new season of ABC's The Bachelorette. On Monday night, we met the ladies and their men.
Yeah, last night the question was, would the guys choose Caitlin or Britt to stick around? Who was going to be the actual Bachelorette? In the end, they chose Caitlin.
This was when Chris Harrison was the host, and everyone had a little bit less Botox. Hey, men and women. Chris had less, Caitlin had less, I had less.
Thrilled.
I don't have any, but.
And the Bachelorette.
No shame.
All I want to do is just run in there. Hands down, best moment of my life. Hands down.
I'm still grateful for the experience, but I almost wish that I hadn't met them. Because that makes it a lot harder to walk away from.
Oh, I hate seeing that. And plenty of drama there and plenty to come as well.
All right, so that's that, right? Now, hold on. Let's hold on. No, too many commercials. All right, so let's see. Where is Britt Nilsson? So, not to compare the two, but that's what we're doing, right? So I'm going to compare them. Britt Nilsson. I think I'm spelling this wrong. Nilsson or Nielsen, okay? So now we know, obviously, oh man, the Bachelorette. So she's got a private account. And look, good for her. Is this really the same one? So there she is. So this is just what, when you look at the butterfly effect, again, she's probably happy and this and that. Caitlin Bristow says all the time, the struggles that she has. Fame doesn't always mean happiness. Of course, all those things. Britt And I mean, this was a big deal. So 363 weeks ago, positivity is glowing, wishing them both the best of luck. So they kind of started off in the same place, and Caitlyn got chosen and Britt didn't. That's actually wildly damaging to think about, because it's like for the whole world to see that you weren't as good as the other person. And in a million years, and again, I'm not saying that that's the case, but that's kind of what they're saying. So it sounds like she just doesn't really use her social media anymore, or if she does, it's in private. But if anyone has any updates on Britt, let me know. It's kind of like the guy who co-hosted American Idol with Ryan Seacrest the first season or two, and now he's an Uber driver. Nothing wrong with that. It just goes to show the paths in life that we take. All right, we have a welcome from Lauren. Who's Lauren? Lauren says, hello, everyone. I'm here today for a dose of positivity. I really need it. Well, you've come to the right place. We're all positive. Can you imagine if I was like, actually, Lauren, today we're just doing negativity, so get out and shut up. I'm kidding. We're all here for you. Let us know if there's any specific ways in which we can send positive energy. Anyway, Angel said, can't believe it's been 7 years now. Isn't that wild? Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. It was fantastic drama, but at the expense of a relatively innocent young woman. I mean, she didn't deserve any of that. And, Caitlyn, here's the deal, right? When it comes to dating, we look at it in a very binary way, like this person versus that person. Well, some people are meant for a type of person and some people aren't. Is this her guy? Who's the guy? Is he in there? Sky Fox? Are they still together? I don't even see. This is how far down the rabbit hole we've gone. These people don't even have Instagram anymore. Either way, the point is that this was before social media really took hold, and you have people like Caitlyn Bristow who are now worth millions of dollars, and maybe Britt is too, but it certainly isn't because of the show The Bachelor. Next voicemail.
Hey Dave, it's Nia from Nashville, Tennessee.
Hey Mia.
I was just listening to your live stream about how you were against having like the girls being put up against each other, and like having the men choose which woman they would like to be with. And it reminded me of my favorite dating show, which is Love Island UK, because the USA version cannot compare, where they have to choose who they would like to be with, and the person can like choose not to be with them. And I think I really prefer that. And there's not that many issues that arise from it. I know, I'm a feminist, but it provides a little bit of sauce in the beginning of the season. So thanks.
All right, so you've got a favorite, what did you say about that UK Love Island? I'm going to search over here for Britt and see if we can find her. It's the age-old question, will they pit themselves against each other? So where's the Bachelor Britt Nilsson? I spelt it wrong. Britt Nilsson. I don't want to, let's see here. We're going to find her YouTube channel here. Is it Britt Byrne? Is that the same one? Is this the same person? That's her, right?
Okay, recording. Okay. Hi, guys. Hi, Shelly. Hi, Bill. Hi, everyone.
We should get her on the channel.
Number one, I'm so excited about this again. Anyway, it's going to be so good. But, so as per request, I have a little more info about motherhood and actually more about kind of the healing.
Okay, so that's 50 minutes long, so we're not going to watch all of that. But, a prayer over virus, fear, and anxiety. Oh, boy.
Manscaped is what he needs.
Okay, let's just see. Let's just see what she's up to. You know what I mean? This is 2 years ago. This is at the beginning of the pandemic.
Hi, guys.
She looks glowing.
Britt here in Walmart parking lot. I've just been thinking a lot about, the virus. Been seeing a lot of people
2 years ago
carrying, I think, more than we need to carry. And so I was just thinking, what would I say to my daughter? What would I pray over my daughter? How would I be blessing my daughter? And I do, here she.
Whoa,
she's
pregnant.
Down here, but
by the way, having a baby during the pandemic. Now, obviously, you want to be safe and everything. But if you have a baby and then your husband is a stay-at-home order and people have to stay home with you, I have to think that would actually be like a real kind of blessing in a situation that really stinks. Either way, of course, this is right as the world was locking down.
I mean, who knows how much she understands. Actually, I think that babies understand and receive a lot more than we give them credit for, but that's neither here nor there. I just was thinking, what would I say to her, and would I be praying? So I just wanted to pray for anyone that's feeling really the weight of the world. I think the world is sliming people right now. Not on purpose. People are trying to be careful, and I think being careful is great.
Can you imagine that? 2 years later, hey, you thought the pandemic was bad. Now we have possible nuclear warfare. There's killer spiders coming from, whatever. Not to, but anyway, I'm not going to play our full video, but Britt's over there. Very nice. Thumbs up to her. There it is. All right. Well, let's play some more voicemails here. Yeah, she needs some love from the old Bachelor Nation. That's for sure.
Hey Dave, it's Sarai. I told you I'd leave a voicemail, so here I am leaving a voicemail. I have my boxing job that ends a little bit later today, and so I'm just chilling. Got everything packed almost, but so I don't know if you saw in the Patreon chat, but Mark and I are almost official. We both agreed on not seeing anyone else but each other, and
almost official.
He had a rough few days. Had some personal stuff going on that I'm not going to disclose. It's just between he and I. And but he needed a lot of support to help him through it. And so I was there for him. I even helped him through it while I was at work. And then he was so grateful. And then we actually now are starting to talk on the phone, which we've never done before. And it's been consistent. Like, we actually even talked, we almost talked almost 2 hours last night. And it was just amazing to see his walls coming down. And
walls coming down.
He's realizing what a good thing he has in me. And we've come so far. And so I'll be seeing him again next month. I'm going to be asking for 2 days off so we can have 5 days together. Because 2 days is just not enough.
God.
But we're in such a great place. Like, I'm speechless because how great it is. Because he's realizing that I'm not going anywhere. And I told him I'm not going anywhere. I'm right there with you. I'm going to be there for you. And you're going to get through this. Anyway, I'll see you in the live stream soon. All right. Oh, and thanks for being so awesome with what you do.
Yeah, thanks,
Sarai.
Sarai.
Getting enough Dave. All right. Talk soon.
All right, that's Sarai coming to us here with an update that her and Mark almost are official. Good to know. Hey, you keep moving in the right direction. Bruce says, wait, spiders? Hey, I don't mean to alarm you there, Bruce. Huge invasive spiders native to Asia expected to spread along U.S. East Coast. The Joro spider, the Joro, will likely survive on the East Coast because Japan has a similar climate and is located approximately on the same latitude. Great. Awesome. Great. Trigger warning. Oh, boy. Can you imagine? You're going, I'll go walk the dog. He goes, oh, but was it red and throbbing? Well, I'll tell you what. You know what a feature I don't like in spiders is colorful and throbbing. I don't like that. Yikes. Anyway, you're all going to have a dream and you're going to be like, Dave, what the hell? You know what I mean? No, not really. Not responding to some comments here. Juro has doubled the metabolism of a relative, the golden silk spider, which moved to the U.S. southeast from the tropics 160 years ago. Unlike the golden silk spider, which has been unable to spread north due to its inability to withstand cold temperatures, the Juro has a 77% higher heart rate. Oh, great. The throbbing heart rate is faster. Just by looking at it, it looks like the Juro could probably survive throughout most of the eastern seaboard, which is pretty sobering. All right, well, that's fun. Tons of fun. Ashley says, put that thing away. Let's see if we can get a Juro spider. Hold on, let's just see. Juro spider fail. Let's just see if there's anything that we have on the Juro spider killer. What is this? Oh, the guy's got a nice little tool.
All right, if you live in northeast Georgia, Beaufort specifically, you probably have Juro spiders. These little guys, these were not here yesterday. We got 2 right there up under our tent. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 over here. So we've been fighting these things for years, trying to figure out how to kill them easily. So I had an idea. got one of those little grabber things off of Amazon, and put a couple of pieces of wood on the end. I'm gonna let my trusty assistant here hold the camera. So it works very, very well. Okay, see if you can get the spider. We're gonna have spider death.
Oh no. All right, trigger warning, spider death.
So you just go in there and like that. And get the
Oh. Well, but don't they have like 1,000 kids?
Over here and see if we can get all these before they run away. Learned it's best to start on the outside, so we'll get him.
Don't they? And what if they run?
And then these are gonna run, so we'll see.
They're gonna run.
There's a bunch of them. Well, they're everywhere. We're gonna have to get them with our feet. Oh. All right. Oh, we got one down there. We'll get him. Let's see. We had another one up here. Oh, two up here. All right. Got him. Okay. All right. It works.
I gotta tell you, that guy he had a nice kit. He had a nice kit there. They don't look, I mean, boy, yeah, but there's gonna be a million of them.
Check this out. They're creepy and crawly, and apparently they could soon take over the East Coast. University of Georgia researchers are taking a very close look at the movements of the Juro spider. Now, while the giant spiders are native to East Asia, you've probably...
All right, so Petra says, how to get rid of all viewers in 5 seconds. I don't know. Renee says, what is this? I don't even know. I don't even know what we're talking about here. Sorry, guys. Yeah, we actually have, you know, guys, I don't want to freak out. Tasha, I found a black widow spider underneath one of the patio furniture, and I know if Tasha knew that she would literally try to burn the house down. So I don't want her to know that, but yeah, black widows in our neighborhood. Yikes. B Bean says, Dave Neal is live. No, B Bean. This is actually a pre-recorded video. This is a live virtual event. All right, okie dokie. Let's go. I heard from the test audience, no more spider talk.
Hey Dave, it's Jules from Utah. First, I just wanted to say, I love that you're trying to keep your channel a positive place. Like, for me, I love hearing all the drama, but I don't like the negativity associated with it, so it's really fun.
Well, I mean, thank you, but like, and it's not to say I have normal feelings like everybody else, but when I put my phone in my pocket and I look at my Dave Neal community on Facebook and there's negativity, I don't want that in my life. So it's not an altruistic feeling like I'm trying to save the world. It's just I need to maintain some level of, you know, whatever we got going on. There might come a time when the comment section just becomes unbearable and it's not worth dealing with, and we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Second, I thought it would be kind of a fun way for them to do the double bachelorettes would be like a Tinder kind of thing. They come in, the guys privately make a decision of which one they'd rather have. The girls the same. They make the decision of who they'd rather match with, and maybe they get to pick like 15 guys each, and then I'm sure for drama the show could have them like overlap 5 or something. So there's 5 that they both like, that they both get to pursue. Something like that. That way it's fair. The guys get to pick who they like, but the girls also get to pick who they like. So it's not pitting them against each other. Again, thanks again, Dave. Bye.
Bye. Yeah, look, we're going to have to see how it plays out. You know, I'm not really sure. But by the way, someone said, can we get a video of puppies to offset the, we can absolutely do it. So here's a video of puppies in the background, which will offset all the spiders that we saw before. That's not a puppy. That's a good boy or girl. That's a boy. But yeah, you can see okay. Anyway, so let's go to the next voicemail and we'll play some puppies in the background there. Here we go.
Hey, Joe. I just said hello to myself. Hey, Dave, it's Jody from Naples. So, oh my God. Okay, so I wanted your advice on something. I think you're really smart. So I just quit a job with the most abusive boss I've ever known. And the boss the woman that hired me might be the sweetest woman ever. And she was like really kind of like, I don't know why. I usually have really good boundaries that I set for myself. I couldn't say no to like starting right away, so I only took 2 days off. At my last job, I lost 59 hours of PTO because my other boss, I'm just going to be frank, was an absolute witch. And I'm feeling like I really need to be like, I'm going to go into this new job just really tired and feeling burnt out. But I'm supposed to start on Wednesday, and I don't know, like, how to tell. Like, I really want to tell this new boss, like, look, like, I don't think, like, I'm not ready to start on Wednesday. Like, I'm already, like, my body is saying, like, no. And I don't know if I should tell the new boss, because she's already like, well, can you be at the team meeting on Wednesday? And I'm like, my body is, like, already, like, rejecting it. Like, I'm like,
Oh, you got to listen to
I
your
just need
body.
a week off to do nothing. Like, I just want to, like, my brain to have, like, nothingness going on. Ugh. Do I say anything, or do I just have to grin and bear it now? I need your advice. Thanks.
I think you have to say something. Grinning and bearing it, we've done too long in society, and your body is the only call center to tell you, it's your barometer. So you've got this intuition going off saying, I need more time off. Take it. Better now than like waiting for your next vacation to, because then you take the job and you're like, all right, well, I got to stick it around. And then summer Fridays come around. And you're like, well, I'm kind of new to the job. And next thing you know, you're waiting till Christmas season. And then you got to deal with your crazy uncles and this and that. Yeah, you got to take it. Just say, look, I wasn't able to exit my last job in the right headspace. And I want to step into this new job fully ready to go. There's a worker shortage. So just because they're ready to get you in on the job doesn't mean you need to dive right in. Take care of yourself. If they can't value you before you even start the job, then you don't even want to be there in the first place. So you don't have to apologize. Just tell them. Don't give them the option. I'm no longer going to be able to start on Wednesday. I need 10 days or I need 20 days before I start because you need, whatever. You got to fill up your well. Let me know how it goes. But listen to yourself. Really listen to yourself there. Your body's warning you right now. So anyway, let's keep this party going. Someone had said something that sounded a little bit... Someone said, question mark, is she on the wrong podcast? I don't know what that is in reference to. But if folks want to ask me for any advice, I absolutely want you to call in. I can't say it'll be good, but I appreciate everyone out there.
Hi, Dave. It's Jay from Texas. Really, really excited for Michelle that she'll be hosting the podcast. I do hope that she brings more energy, though, because sometimes her voice is a little bit slow, and I hope she kind of just picks it up and brings some energy. But anyways, you rock. Bye.
Bye. Now, that is in reference to Michelle being the new host of Bachelor Happy Hour, which I have to say, I agree with the caller in the sense that Michelle... I think, and again, everyone's different, but I think what makes good radio and good, conversation is real excitement. And Michelle's very laid back, but some people might like that. I just think leave a comment that Michelle is going to want to make sure she understands her worth and doesn't shy away from asking questions, being real engaging. I think Becca does a really good job with that. I do think it's a lot though when they've got they'll have two hosts and then be interviewing people. That's just a lot to me. But it's money for them and they are going to take that cash. I don't blame her, not one bit. All right, phone lines are open. Feel free to call in.
Hi, Dave. Shelley Price calling. First-time caller, but I've been watching you for about 2 years. I'm a Canadian from Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, East Coast, and lucky enough to live my winters in Florida. I absolutely am so proud of you for growing your business from 10,000 viewers up to over 50,000 subscribers now. It's so cool, and I know it took a lot of hard work. I appreciate your coverage and content because you are so good at being fair in your approach to viewing both sides. I'm wishing you all the best for 2022 and beyond. Good bless. Bye.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I remember a video when I remember recording a recap in my car when I just got monetized. By the way, shout out to Lauren Sears 17. Thank you so much for subscribing. And that feels like only a few years ago. So you saw me coming from 10,000 to 54,000, but a lot of you guys knew that I was just at 2,000. I went from 2,000 to 10,000 as quick as we went from 10 to 50. And who knows what's next for us. And no need. Here's what I'll say when it comes to the channel growth and all that. As much as I want to grow the channel, no need to keep people around that aren't going to have our vision. This isn't a cult, right? Everyone can come and go, but you guys don't see some of the comments I see. There is some real negative stuff out there. I wouldn't want them coming to a stand-up show. I certainly don't want them here. If someone's on the fence, and you guys have seen this where I'll like look at someone's Facebook post and I'll be like, do I block this? They're being negative and toxic, but like, are they redeemable? I just feel like we need to readjust. And someone had posted earlier, hey Dave, Facebook's toxic. Yeah, it might be, but I don't think it's not irredeemable. I think if we set the right boundaries, we can all come into this, not saying we all have to be perfect. I hate it when people use this against me. Dave, you preach grace and then you come in this way and that way. Listen, we're all human, all right? Preaching grace doesn't mean we're all like, brothers in a, some temple somewhere. It means just like, let's chill out. Let's not fight with each other. Let's assume we all have each other's best interests. We're watching a TV show. We don't need to hate any of the villains. You can. I just look at you and go, some people are bad. Some people have bad motivations. But most people on the show, I'm trying to talk. I can't take this seriously. Most people on the show, like, they're trying their best. Is Clayton a scumbag? No. Is he a gaslighter? Is he a narcissist? Come on. Maybe, but we wouldn't know that from watching the show. What the heck was that? Anyway, so Susan had great advice to the previous caller. You don't need to explain anything. Just say what you need. And yeah, because you're excited to start the new opportunity, but you need to be at a place that you make a great first impression and a great splash, and you don't want to be there until you're ready to go. So, I think you already, sometimes we ask questions when we already know the answer, and I feel like that's where you are, and good for you. You know the answer. You know your body needs some help, and maybe you find out you don't even want to go to that new job. I was set to do I got fired years ago for no reason other than I sucked at the job, and I was set to start this new job, and I delayed accepting the job offer, and then by the time I decided to accept it, the job went away. And I was like, oh, and this is right when the recession started, 07, 08, whatever. And in hindsight, I was like, oh, that was so great. Like, I stalled long enough to not do the job I didn't even want to do in the first place. It put me down a path I would never go back from.
Hi, Dave. Hi, everyone. This is Susan from Washington. I want to reply to the caller about starting the new job. And I agree 100% with Dave. Listen to your body. One thing I'd like to add is you don't need to explain anything. And I recommend use the word need. And that's what they teach in human development. That's what you say to little children. I need this from you. I need you to do this. So don't sound like you're apologizing or asking. Just say, I need this. And, that's it. So anyway, good luck, and you'll be going in strong, and congratulations. Bye.
Yeah, we're looking forward to hear from you. Let us know how it all goes. You got our community supporting you out there. B. Bean said Dave got fired. Yeah, I got fired years ago. Yeah, my job, it just wasn't good at a job, I've been fired from other jobs for sure. I got fired as a warm-up comedian once. I'm trying to think of other examples. And a lot of times in entertainment, it's more nuanced. Like if you get fired, it's usually more about how we put this, not getting rehired again. So sometimes you don't even know if you got fired, you're like, did I get replaced? Anyway, it's all the same, different labels. All right. Let's go back to our next voicemail. Who knew we'd have so many voicemails? All right.
Hi, Dave. Shelley Price calling. First time caller, but I've been watching you for about 2 years. I'm a Canadian from Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, East Coast, and lucky enough to live my winters in Florida. I absolutely am so proud of you for growing your business from 10,000 viewers.
Is that the same person from before? Did I play that twice? I think I feel like... sorry.
Hi, Shelly Price calling back again. I meant to say God bless, and I hope he blesses you richly. Have a great day.
How
Bye.
kind. You people are so kind. Thank you so much. This was from this morning.
Hi, Dave. It's Oregon calling. I'm watching your show on the Broads and their not live show that they charged for. And in my opinion, isn't that the same as having a Patreon? You're charging for exclusive content. Didn't they do the exact same thing by charging for an exclusive event? I feel like all the complaints are a little outlandish when, everybody's charging for their Patreon, which is exactly that, just exclusive content. Anyways, my name is Jessie K. I love your show, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.
Thank you so much, Jesse. Yeah, the biggest problem people have with the Chatty Broads is, and again, I'm on your side. If people decide, I'm okay with that. The problem became, and again, it's different things. The goalposts have kind of moved. People were upset before they found out it wasn't an actual live event. And then Becca likes this, and people got really upset about this. All these sensitive haters, I had fun, F all these broke A-lames going off about $10, and then Becca liked that. Hey, that's what happened, right? Not the end of the world. They're going to address it tomorrow. We'll cover it. Again, I'm sure whatever they have to say is something that I will be okay with. I'm sure it'll make sense that they didn't mean bad. But it's a business they have to run, and if they want to get out of bed, charging money is fine. Some people said it was way too much, and I disagree too. Like, a live event, they had to get 4 people paid. They had probably a producer there, whatever. I don't know. I'm always lean on the side of like, hey, if there's a comic who charges $50 a ticket and there's another comic who charges $20 a ticket, but the guy who charges $50 a ticket sells out, it's like clearly there's an audience for him to charge $50 a ticket. It's all about kind of like demand. Now, of course, the question becomes, was it right to kind of lead people into believing it would have been a live event? No, that's a different conversation, and we're going to hear what they have to say about all that, because I'm sure they're going to have some explaining to do. I think we're all caught up. Let's see.
Hi, Dave, Neal, Chrissy G from Pennsylvania, power listener of your channel.
A power listener.
Thank you for all that you do and giving us a platform to listen to our opinions.
Love it.
And to articulate the respect for everyone. I really appreciate that. When I'm listening to the various interviews with Clayton and Susie, it's very apparent that there were people, probably producers, don't know for sure, talking in his ear, because he changed his attitude after talking with Jesse Palmer. And it really makes me reflect and think about life in general. We're going to have people chirping in our ears, and we really have to look at, is this true? Can I verify this and not make assumptions? And so every time I listen to various podcasts or watch YouTube channels with any content, I really stop and think about, what can I learn in my life to be a better communicator and be a better person? And thank you, because I think your channel allows all of us to do that. Have a wonderful day, Dave, the Belizean bad boy. You'll always be that, and I'm waiting for you to critique Clayton's toes.
Clayton's toes.
Bye.
Wow, we have a power listener. Can you believe that? This whole time, no one has claimed power listener yet. I don't know. Can we have multiple power listeners? I mean, that's pretty big out there. All right, Teresa wants me to decide which headphones to get. Teresa, I would go with clear. Clear headphones over black. Teresa's hooking me up. What do you call listeners less than power listeners? Well, some people are not power listeners, let's be honest. Some people are casual listeners, but I like to think a power listener is really engaged. I mean, a power listener would be so powerful that they would know to come up with the term power listener. You know what I mean? It almost speaks for itself. I'd say clear. I'm responding to Teresa right there. Okay, doing 5 things at once. The phone lines are open. Yeah, look, hey, I had someone the other day, and again, by the way, I used to run a Ask Dave sort of show in college, and my podcast has been around for 7 years doing that, which I no longer do because of this channel. But if people want to ask advice, it would not be ripping off Nick Vile. I'll tell you that much. We've been in the advice game for a long time.
Hey, I'm Bree. I'm from Marietta, Georgia. I just wanted to say I'm a longtime friend here, and I just want to say that I love your content and I love your dedication to your fans, and just keep doing what you're doing. So that's it. Okay, bye.
I really appreciate you. Very nice. Thank you so much for that call. Very nice. And of course, any questions? I specialize in getting people getting their Palmers pumped. That's usually my specialty, and maintaining the pumps on your Palmers. I like to specialize in those. Both servicing the pump and getting it going after maybe a social distancing of the pump. Just reading some comments here. Jalisa says, can I be a power commenter? A power commenter wouldn't ask. So Jalisa, you either are or you're not, but it feels like you're in that right direction. Peggy says, I think all subscribers should be called power listeners. Yeah, I might have to develop a hierarchy here. Let's of levels of who people are based on how loyal they are. A few people earlier said they would be a part of a Dave Neal cult, and I have to say, I could use the tax write-off if we start a religion. So should we do the Church of the Recap? Is this the Church of the Recap? Or what's a good church name for us? I don't want to trigger any Catholics or Christians out there. This is all in jest, but you do participate in a tax-exempt organization. So why can't we? Why can't we? So maybe the Church of how about the Church of Hot Tea? The Church of Hot Tea. Maybe that's a good one. What do you guys think?
I'm drunk.
Maybe this one.
Do you want a spot of tea? Yes, of course. I would love some tea.
All right, power listeners. I hate to think that this caller came up with power listeners and then you're all going to adopt it, but I guess that's a power listener thing to do. Of course, Teresa's more than a power listener. She's been Teresa's been a huge asset to the community here, by all means. Bruce is an agreeable listener, which is also a very powerful thing to agree. God knows we get enough people yapping. Oh, so many people yapping. Oh my gosh. You'd think I was like running some Ponzi scheme over here. You know what I mean? The amount of negativity. Again, most of it's positive, but the fact that I'm not selling anything and it still annoys that many people, it's really interesting. So here we are in the Bachelor in Paradise a chatter subreddit where people are wondering if the show will go on. Because Reality Steve said in the fall he thinks the show will get canceled, but he said that when there was 2 bachelors and 1 bachelorette, or 2 bachelorettes and 1 bachelor. Knowing now this year that there's going to be 1 bachelorette season, I don't think Bachelor in Paradise will be canceled. I think it'll obviously be pushed back a little bit. But my source says that they are actively casting. I have a source who it will probably be on the next season of Bachelor in Paradise. Now, could Bachelor in Paradise be casting and still get dropped? Yeah. In the end, ABC decides if they want to keep the show. ABC could say, you know what? The show leads to so much controversy. We don't want it as part of our lineup anymore. That could be the case too. Brianna says, OMG, no, stop playing. I don't even know what that's in reference to. Veronica says, my husband and I watch your videos. I thought you were going to say, my husband and I watch your videos and pause to have sex. I thought that's what you were going to say. to discuss the content minute by minute. We are power listeners. A true power listener might be one that's overcome by the good word. Deborah says, I'm a power commentator, 3 videos per day. Like, if you're going to comment on 3 videos per day, you definitely receive some sort of power in my book. Now, I'm not going to, this live stream is going to end shortly. We did the live stream hoping that we would stumble upon the cast list, but here we have it. We don't have the cast list. I'm telling you what, tomorrow, as soon as the cast list is revealed, assuming they're going to reveal it tomorrow or tonight, I will go live as soon as possible, and you will know by the thumbnail that we will systematically go through each potential cast member. You guys can comment on it. You can leave a voicemail of who you think your favorite's going to be, all that jazz. We thought it would be today. It's not, so we'll do that tomorrow or Wednesday, whenever it'll come. Sarah K just subscribed. Thank you so much. Let's just, for the heck of it, check out. By the way, let's just do a quick live check on the dogs. They're still being good boys. B Bean says 2 Palmer pumps from Dave so far in this video. That's one way to get it going. And absolutely. And yep. Church of the Church of the Belizean Bad Boys. That sounds like fun. How about like something like Nealology? Dave Nealology, Church of the Divine Dave, the House of the Nealians. That's a good one. Dave Nealism, Dave Neal Nation. Dave Neal Nation's pretty good. Brianna says, this is why I don't do well in live. I just laugh and do word salad. The question is, will we get high and do grace and chill? Maybe not today. Veronica says, can we not do any churches? I'm trying to limit the amount of things I confess during reconciliation. Maybe you know what? You know what would be fun is if we did a confession. Didn't we used to do confessions? Remember that? Yeah, that was like a late night thing, and some people got upset about that. Some people people get upset over. So you remember that when we were like doing midnight live streams and people were like, "Can you stop drinking?" And I'm like, I think that's all they have at this point. Renee says the Dave Neal Foundation replacing the Anna Delvey Foundation. I like that. I like that a lot. Haley's in the house. Good to see you, Haley. How are you? We're just watching dogs. Ashley says, what if Bachelor in Paradise is going to streaming only? You know, that could be the case. I feel like it's a big enough show to keep on ABC. I would be surprised if it doesn't stay on ABC. Bruce says Dave After Dark. That's actually a great idea. Dave After Dark. B-Bean said, Dave thinks people have sex to his videos. Well, B-Bean, I'm expressing the art of sarcasm, okay? I know that's lost on some people, but it's a tool used by comedians to, sort of get laughter through absurdity. No, I don't believe anybody's having sex because of my videos. Statistically, I have about 1 million, I'm getting about 100,000 views a day or so. Somebody statistically is pumping Palmers during a video. Could that just be because it's playing in the background, or there could be another reason. But no, B-Bean, I don't think anyone's overcome by watching a guy in a maroon V-neck shirt, and that's what's getting them going. Okay. Someone said their birthday, time, and location. Oh, Sarah. I feel like Sarah's gonna try to put a spell on me. May 1st. I don't know what time. Morning. Rhode Island. Do you want my social security number? Dave After Dark. Dad. Cindy says Dave After Dark stands for dad. Dad bod. Dave After Dark. Sarai says you're seeing Teresa this weekend. Hey, that's really cool. It's really cool when members of the community can get together. Sometimes I feel like, and again, by all means, do what you got to do, but sometimes I feel like if and when I die, you guys would be just fine without me. Is that morose to think? All right, we're going to get out of here in a few minutes. We have a couple voicemails left. Sherry from Rhode Island, currently living in Delaware.
Hey, Dave, it's Sherry, the transplanted Rhode Islander in Delaware. Just wanted you to know that I'm a lazy listener. I don't know if that counts. I'm very passive, but I do enjoy your channel. Except the thing about those spiders. We've got them here in Delaware. I've seen a couple of them.
Sorry, I just lost some of that.
And they are very passive, but I do enjoy your channel. Except the thing about those spiders. We've got them here in Delaware. I've seen a couple of them.
and they are nasty. The only thing that's bigger than them, believe it or not, are the praying mantises that we have. And I'll tell you what, that would be a fight to the finish if two of them got together. We have praying mantises here that are like the size of small birds. Anyway, loving the puppies. You can play puppies anytime you want, and I would sit here glued. All right, take care. Have a wonderful afternoon. Bye.
So apparently people like puppies. It's too bad they don't love old dogs. Can we get them? Can we get a? Yeah, let's see. Got a couple golden retrievers, but. People have been asking for a Boone update. So in order to properly give a Boone update, I just let you guys know that we've got quite a dog right here. He's got some grayness going on. Hey, Tasha, how about a wide shot on the camera? Can you get a wide shot? No, not that camera. Those cameras are on. Do you have a phone? Do you have a phone out? There it is. All right. Any questions for Boone? Loving the dog content. He got a fresh bath yesterday, so he's got a real nice white belly to him. Got his ears done right there. Got his nice ears done. So, yeah, if anyone wants to donate a dog bone to the dog, by all means, let us know here. Real fluffy. Been a good boy, just finishing up his last day of antibiotics today, and then he's on the road to recovery. He was a bad boy because he ate some AstroTurf, so we've been picking AstroTurf out of his poop for 4 days now. But not the smartest dog, but definitely the cutest. All right, say bye to everyone, Boone. Boy, need a workout just to pick him up. And there he is. So, Boone's doing okay. All right, everyone says Boone's looking good. Look, guys, I could talk to you guys all day, but... Oh, B. Bean says, who does Boone like better, Tasha or Dave? Well, for sure, Tasha. The only way I can compete for Boone's attention is that I give him a lot of food when Tasha's not looking. So, anyway, let's go to our final... call here. I think this is our final call. Looks like our last one, and let's see who this is.
Dave, you are the sweetest. Thank you so much for the advice. And thank you also for the other callers that called in. You were such a gem, too. You made me, revamp my whole email. The person that I'm going to be working for might be the sweetest person in the world. I just sent her, I shouldn't have made it that long, but I feel like she's such a kind person that she probably will say yes, and I just didn't want to, I did explain, why I wanted to start a week later, because I didn't want her to feel like I was taking advantage of her, or that I wasn't interested in the job, so I probably did go into too much detail. So I'll see what she says. I don't know why, but I feel really guilty. So I'll see what she says. I just don't want her to think I don't want the job, because I do. I just want to come in right, with my head on straight and with taking a break and my boss was just freaking awful before, and I just want to have that break in between. All right. Thank you so much for your advice. I'll let you know what happens. All right. Bye.
Now, thank you so much to our caller here. Tasha, we had a caller call in saying she quit her job. She had the worst boss ever. Are you listening, Tasha? Yeah. And her new boss, she was supposed to start with only 1 day off, and she's supposed to start Wednesday. And she just has this terrible feeling that she's just not ready to go back. And everyone in the comment section, Susan called, and everyone basically said, you got to listen to yourself. It's not worth it. Your body will make you sick. You'll get hives. You'll get cold sweats. You'll get whatever. Your body's just going to tell you you're not ready for that. Any advice for her, Tasha? Tasha says, we all need time off. If you want to come to Santiago, Chile, let us know. Patricia says, let's have a surprise birthday party for Dave. Oh, yeah. I'll be the only person who has to make a thumbnail for his own surprise birthday party. Yeah, we'll do a birthday party or something for me. I don't know. Maybe I could do a live... You know what I could do is maybe I could do a live stream from a bowling alley. The only problem is I can't really do any event and also talk to all of you guys at the same time. Nearly impossible to do. I think I'm out of voicemails. Again, I'm on my final check to see if they're going to release. I'm assuming they're going to release these the men in the morning. So if we get the men in the morning, we will make sure to get in touch with you guys and do a live stream. So everyone set your alerts if you haven't already. A lot of people think they have their alerts set up, but they don't. So you see this little button down there? There's a little bell button on your YouTube. You got to make sure to set that up, and that'll get you where you need to be. I'm going to go to my subscriber count right now, and let's see what we're at. It'd be nice if we could get this to like 54,600, but I understand we don't have that many people in the live. Although I will say, for only for it being off season and we have 275 people in the live chat, let me just tell you guys something. If you guys keep on showing up to an hour-long live stream, you might get 3 of these a week from me. I'll definitely do these more if people show up and, you know, we're monetized and we can make a buck out of it. Not to say that that's everything, but it gets you out of bed. Obviously, we've made about 6 or 7 videos today, so very tired already. Sophia said, why a bowling alley? Well, a bowling alley because that's what you do for a birthday. You go to a bowling alley. Kim Duncan is in Joshua Tree. Hey, Kim, let us know where you're at in Joshua Tree. We love Joshua Tree. Susan says, caller, say you need the time. The new boss will respect you for it. Yeah, that's a good point too, is you want to be respected by your boss, so definitely say what you need. So anyway, we had a big jump of followers right here. I do have to say, again, I am the one who claimed this race, so I have to live up to it. Nick Vile is crushing me on YouTube right now. Does he have multiple people working for him? Yes, but he's crushing me. So credit where it's due. I don't know if he bought his followers or what. I'm still beating him in views, but he's definitely making it come for it. You know, of course, some people have accused him of completely ripping off my structure, but that's a different conversation for a different time. Let's go here. Subscribers. Look, he's doubled. Look, he's had a couple of these real peaks in subscribers. Some might call it suspect. Who knows? But either way, we're fighting the fight. He's at 55,300, and I think we are at 54,600. So we're about 500 behind him. And we're going to keep chugging along. But clearly, he got the message, and he's not going down without a fight, which I'm all about. I love competition. Very much so. I just, we do what we can in a small, we're a mom and pop shop company over here. So while we're over here doing the Lord's work, he can do what he needs to do to, maintain relevancy as well. Barbara commented and says, good audio, Dave. As you guys know, I've been railing on other people's channels for having sub-poor audio. The best we can do is provide some good audio to you guys. Jalisa says that was the Susie interview that pushed Nick over. Yeah, we'll have to see how he does in the offseason because, as you guys know, a lot of recap channels suffer in the offseason, but I really feel like that's where we do our best work. We're Lobster Nation, right? We are bottom feeders. We take whatever interviews and whatever food particles and whatever didn't make its way through all the other life forms. We collect them at the bottom of the ocean here, like Dale's toes. If that's all I can make a story out of is Dale's toes, that's fine. If I need to make 6 videos about Chatty Broads, then Daddy's going to make 6 videos about Chatty Broads. That's just the way it is. Shout out to new subscriber Adriana Paula. That's a nice Brazilian last name, right? Paula. Thank you so much for subscribing. And to everyone else out there, we're going to wrap it up in the next couple of minutes, but I did want to give one more live subscriber count. Whenever I show the subscriber count number, it usually goes up. So thank you to all the new people that are subscribing. Angel says, love how Nick's last name is back to Vile around here. I don't know how to pronounce his name. You know what I mean? I'll try my best. And then Deborah says, love is blind. Yes, and if you want to count Dave Neal Show, which has 3,000 viewers, then I'm still beating him. So due to certain technicalities, I am still a greater YouTube empire, if you will. If I'm the Ottoman Empire, he's like, some village in he's like the Tuscan Empire, right? So we're covering more ground. But hey, what can you do? He's got the views and the subscribers. If he ever did call me out on that, I would just be like, What do you want from me? I'm just trying to grow my channel. Deborah says, Dave has the best audio. Well, that's for sure. As we know, Nick had a pretty rough week last week with his new microphones. We've been criticizing them for. I am a stickler for good audio. There's nothing else about it. Could my tone be wrong? Yes. Could my point of view be wrong? Absolutely. Shout out to the new subscriber we just got. But will my audio be bad? Hardly. Jalisa says, Dave Neal, greater than literally anyone. Oh, thank you so much. Barbara, happy to be a part of Lobster Nation. Lobster Nation. Lobster Nation. Rock Lobster. Zach's in the house. How are you, my guy? Good reviews. I have friends from the show that just say, hey, I can't be on your channel. And I go, look, I don't care. I don't care if you can't be on my channel. I'm going to speak my truths as I see it. And if that's not part of the ABC family plan, that's okay with me. I don't care. All right. Well, I'm looking for, I've been refreshing my page for any last amount of news to share with you guys. So this is my final check of the Bachelor pipeline to see if there's any content that we are missing. Other than that, I've made, I think, 5 or 6 videos today. And they are ready for you guys if you haven't caught up on all of them. So go check that out. And yeah, no other content. All right, well, we're going to try to live stream again tomorrow, and we'll see if they release the men then. As far as everyone else goes, Megan says, how much should we bet that Nick's team studies Dave's channel? Well, look, I'm not blaming them from doing it. If I were Nick, I would be in the same position. Here's what I would do if I were Nick. I'd sit my team down and I'd say, why is this no-name lobster crustacean bottom feeder outperforming our channel? You know, we're verified. We've been on the show. We get all the access. How is this guy, you know, employees, you know, team of nobody beating our channel? And then you would, you know, go ahead and you would start looking at what I do as far as cutting people's heads out and making them bigger and adding big titles and, using the text board. I mean, this is quality stuff right here. I think mine's better. I think I do a better job as far as thumbnails go, but these are still quality. You gave them too many chances. What they're doing is they're having their titles interact with their thumbnails, and it's getting people to watch. So I don't blame them. And of course, when you add in Love is Blind, which is an international show, he has 250,000 views. So he got 250,000 views 2 weeks ago that really boosted things. And of course, that's how it's going to be. So what their strategy has been is to micro cut up a lot of their episodes. And hey, I get it. Good for them. Congrats. We're going to keep fighting though. We're not going to stop. It's a marathon, not a sprint, and we'll get where we're trying to go. 54,572. And I appreciate every single one of them. Let me know what you guys think. That's going to be it from me. B-Bean asking the question, how is this no-name Belizean lobster beating our channel? Somebody let me know. I don't get his humor. You guys are fantastic. I appreciate you all out there. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. If there's any breaking news, you know where to be to find it. Thank you again, and I appreciate you guys tuning in for this off-season live stream. If you guys keep tuning in, keep liking the button, doing the things, then we'll keep on doing it. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye, everybody. Jalisa says, you outperforming when you can't have contestants speaks volumes. Well, we're recapping with our hands tied behind our backs. Yeah, if Nick Viall starts getting linen shirts, then it's going to be personal. Can you imagine? This is Ref Nick. No, it's not. Thanks again for hanging out, guys. Really appreciate it. Everyone have a good one. Tip the wait staff.
Of digressive observations, and you think, who sits through this?
our friend Dave Neals is on. Dave is the best. Yeah.
Dave,
Oh,
I
our
love
friend
Dave.
Dave Neals is on. Dave is the best in the biz. Like,
He really is.
What a kind human being.
Modest, too.
Or is it digressive observations? And you think, who sits through this?
We're gonna make an hour and a half meeting out of this 10 minutes.
These two who've been sitting here this whole hour with me and haven't asked me a blooming thing.
Bye, everybody.
You cut the crap.